Right, Jeff, 2-1 victory. How did it go? Comfortable or closer?
Um, it's closer than it shouldn't have been. Obviously, near the end when they got the pen, but relatively, it wouldn't have been the story of the game. I think for 70 minutes we were quite comfortable. It was a good test for us today in terms of being patient, and I think we did that because we often spoke about trying to play a bit more football this season, play from the back, get our centre backs playing, getting our midfielders dropping in, kind of interchanging, and we went through it before the game. And to be fair, as a tactic, I think it worked. We were very patient, even came in at 0-0, and we weren't too disappointed because we thought we were a dominant team. So it was very good. Some obviously good performances again. As we're stepping up, and as I said, the plan for pre-season is always game by game. Performance improves, fitness improves. So by the time obviously the 14th come, we're ready and good to go.
And you mentioned a few good performances. Aaron got a goal, Troy got a goal, and Arthur in the middle did well.
Yeah, Arthur especially, because we've put the gauntlet down to him, especially because when the season comes, obviously we've got to whittle it down to squads of 16, and it's very tough. And if you're versatile, can play multiple positions, you do have a kind of an impetus in terms of you can probably be chosen before maybe a few others. So it does give you kind of an edge, and so we've definitely put the gauntlet to him to put a performance in today, and that's exactly what he did, playing in midfield as well. So he's shown his versatility. Aaron has been on the cuffs of it, playing well, but just needed a goal. When you're a striker, you're forward, and obviously we know what Aaron can produce. You want to be scoring goals, with the likes of the pressure from Noah and Josh and Sherwin eventually. So it was good for Aaron. Musa came in, Taff, Dino again, solid at the back. Defensively, I think we're looking really good. So once we get it all in tandem with the midfield and attack, again, will be very hard to stop.
You got options in some positions as well now.
Oh yeah, definitely, and I think that's what we've used this pre-season for. I mean, previously we've been not caught out per se, but I think it's been evident. When you miss a few of your better players, sometimes it can drop, and you don't know when that can happen during the season. So it's very important that when these players do come in, they fight for their positions and try and keep the shirt, and also it's putting pressure on the players to keep their levels up. Because again, we want to go for it really, from the start of the season. It's very important that everyone's at their optimum kind of performance level.
And you got your mind thinking about the team for FC United and then for the league start?
Well, I haven't. I mean, what we sorted out is kind of availability and obviously for FC United, everyone's going to be available, to come for the weekend away. So I haven't really thought about it too much. I think what I'll do, get the DT game out of the way, because that's another big game, another good test. And then obviously we can whittle it down in terms of how many we want to play, because as much as obviously it's an exhibition game, so it is a case a bit like when we've gone away before, to kind of giving people minutes, kind of a reward for being with the club and being loyal. And also it's a good kind of reason for us to kind of build bridges as well with other fan-owned teams. So it's very good in that respect.
And a couple of trialists today. There's been a few other games. Any additions likely before the new season?
Fred came in, obviously special mention for Fred. He did well. We've been wanting to get him in quite earlier in pre-season because he's been here since the start, but obviously a few injuries and whatnot. So he did very well, and again it gives us another option up top, and he dropped into a 10 as well, and he uses his experience to play that position. So barring that, I think it's more of a case of getting the players we've got already, because our squad is quite big. So it's getting a case of our potential 18, 20 players that we're going to select for the first game, getting them up to scratch, getting them ready, and then it'll be up to kind of the others on the fringe to kind of either maybe use the development or show us what they've got in training, and when the opportunity comes, they just got to take it.